Well, ladies, welcome to today's meditation and yoga session. We are so grateful that Kelly Arnold is with us today, and she's going to guide us through the meditation. Kelly, take it away.
Okay. Well, ladies, again, as always, I'm so excited to be here with you in our monthly mindfulness and meditation and yoga break. Again, with me is the time where we talk a little bit about mindfulness and meditation, and then we meditate together. And then we're going to have yoga with Sheila. And so again, I'm happy you all are able to join us today. So before we actually meditate, I wanted to talk through just a few experiences we might have in meditation since we've been meditating at least monthly together, and then perhaps some of you might have been meditating on your own. And so it's important once we've started meditation practice that we kind of understand what may be going on when we sit down to meditate at times. So we'll talk through that, and then I'm actually going to have Deepak Chopra guide us through a meditation of his when we actually sit down. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. But again, with meditation, there are typically 4 experiences that we can have in meditation. And so the first one is that we're following whatever anchor it is we have. And remember that an anchor can be, your breath, it can be a mantra, it can be nature, it can be a number of things, but your anchor is designed to keep you grounded in the present. And so when we meditate together, we'll either use the breath or what I call a mantra, what's known as a mantra. And that mantra is just simply a word or a set of words that helps us to transcend that thought and stay, again, when we get lost in thought, to bring us back to the moment. And so we can find in meditation that we're connected with our anchor at times. And sometimes if it's our breath, or if we're repeating a mantra, we can find that that might be really fast at times, or it might be slower, and it changes. And so however it changes, just allow that to happen. Again, don't expect your breath to be a certain speed, or if we're doing the Soham mantra, don't expect that to be a certain pace or, even a certain volume. Again, it'll be different at different times, and just let it be however it is. The second experience that we can have, as you all I'm sure have experienced, I know I do at least every time I sit down to meditate, is that we find ourselves, if we're not focused on our breath or the mantra, that we are thinking thoughts, or we are having this restlessness or this bit of anxiety. And there are normal thoughts, again, that the thoughts are part of meditation. So the idea is that the idea is not that we're going to get to a place where we have no thoughts, because thoughts are part of meditation. And so there are the normal thoughts we know, which are these things that come up, but sometimes it can be in the form of images that come to mind, or sensations that we feel, or in fact, emotions come up. And for me in meditation, there are times where I, might find these really strong emotions coming up. I might shed some tears, and there can be this discomfort that we have in meditation. And again, that's working out of the stress, and those are normal as well. And we find that there can be some difficulty when we first start to meditate, when we first either sit down in meditation, or it's the first time we're actually adopting a practice, that it can be difficult to settle our body and mind. But that again is part of it. And so when we notice that we're having those thoughts, images, sensations, or those feelings of discomfort, that to go ahead and acknowledge that, but then bring yourself, reconnect back with whatever your anchor is. The third experience that we can have in meditation, maybe this has happened to you, it certainly has happened to me, is that we may find that we fall asleep, right? And this again is very normal. Again, especially when we first start to meditate, when your body is able to have that opportunity to relax, or you have been in a period where you have been having a lack of sleep. As soon as you start to relax, your body thinks, okay, this is my opportunity to rest. And so I'm going to take it. And so again, if you find that you fall asleep during meditation, your body needs that rest, and it's okay. Consider it just like a little cat nap. And if you fall asleep, when you wake up, just finish your meditation session with, again, a bit of focus on the breath or your mantra, whatever you're using, just to kind of end that meditation practice the way that you started. Now, if you find yourself falling asleep every time you meditate, then it's time to reassess your sleep schedule, because there's a chance that you likely need more sleep. But again, if it's happening here and there, which is perfectly normal, again, that is a known experience that we have in meditation. And then the fourth experience that we may find when we're meditating, we call this slipping into the gap. And I actually taught a session a couple weeks ago, and at the end of the meditation, this individual said, Kelly, for a second, I felt like I was somewhere else. I don't know what happened. You know, it was crazy. It was like time wasn't passing, this sort of thing. Well, that is when we have gotten to a point, and they usually are ever so slight glimpses where we have transcended our mind and our thoughts. And you'll notice it because at some point during meditation, you know, we're aware that we've been meditating, but in these situations where we slip into the gap, it's like we know that a certain amount of time has passed, and there has been some thought or sensation that has brought us back to that awareness. So again, when this happens, we know we weren't repeating our mantra or focusing on our breath. We weren't having any thoughts, and we weren't asleep, but time passed, right? And that is what's known as slipping into this gap. And effectively what's happening is we're glimpsing the soul. And this is the space between our thoughts. And again, it's said that when we get there, that's where we're actually touching that soul space. And so again, we find that we transcend time and space, even for the ever so slightest period of time. And so when you practice meditation enough, you may experience that. And so it's important to note that the purpose of meditation is not to get into this gap. There's no destination when we meditate. It's really all about the journey and the experience. And some people, and maybe yourself included, will have these incredible experiences when they meditate. And then they spend the rest of their meditation practices looking for that experience. And so the idea is that we let go of our expectations, avoid seeking a particular experience or result, that it should be a certain way when I sit down to meditate, because it'll be different each time. And just remember, you are having the experience you are supposed to have in that moment, and just be with that experience, whatever that is. And so I want you to approach meditation with innocence and not non-judgment, because each, again, meditation experience is going to be unique, and it's suited for your needs that you have at that particular moment. So again, practice the sense of effortlessness and allow that natural process to unfold. And so I'll stop there for just a moment, and then we'll do our guided meditation just to see if anybody has any questions or comments about anything that they might have been experiencing or that has happened with them when they're meditating. And if we don't have any comments, we'll meditate. All right.
I'm the one who fell asleep with meditation, like prior to now, like when I first started doing it, I literally passed out, knocked out, sleeping.
Yes, ma'am. I've been there too. And do you find that that has changed, or do you find that you continually fall to sleep when you meditate?
It has changed. However, I fall asleep at a drop of a dime anyway. So either way.
Well, like I said, you give your body that rest, you know, because it needs it.
Yes.
Yeah. And then again, I think the more that you practice, you know, hopefully you'll find you'll have some of those other experiences as well. And let's see, somebody's ready for a cat nap. Okay, we'll see what Deepak can do for us. So we're going to do a guided meditation again with Deepak Chopra. So some of you may have heard of him, but I am a certified Chopra Center instructor. So I trained under Deepak and other teachers on his methods and techniques. And this particular guided meditation is on self-empowerment. And it's perfect for Women's History Month, I'd say, because we are these beautiful, empowered beings. And so you'll hear Deepak, he'll touch a little bit on the law of karma, which is really the law of cause and effect. And we've talked about it in similar form with the law of attraction. So the idea that what we do and the energy that we put out there plays a role in our experiences. And then he'll also touch on something called equanimity. And this is a state of calm composure. It's really this evenness of mind under stress. And that we can begin to, if we can act from this place of equanimity, then we find again, we're able to deal with life much better. And he has a centering thought that he typically likes to ground people in. And then he also uses a mantra. It'll be a new mantra for you. It's where we've done Soham in the past, he's going to do something called Om Kriyam Namah. And that translates loosely to I'm aligned with, kind of cosmic law or this divine law. Now, you can use that if you want. You don't have to. You can use Soham, or you can simply focus on your breath when we get to that point of silence. So use whatever is comfortable for you, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get yourself comfortable. And if you'd like, mute your microphone and then go ahead and maybe mute, if you want, rather, you can shut your video off. I'm gonna do that, so. All right, here we go.
Have you ever felt as if you were being tossed around at the will of the world around you, with little influence on your daily experience and destiny? At times it may feel as if we are just passengers along for the ride. Our relationship and intention with our karma provides a powerful tool that offers a sense of freedom and empowerment as we recognize our influence in creating positive, ever-flowing abundance in our lives. In the spiritual law of karma, every action generates a force of energy that is returned to us in kind. Simply put, what we give, we receive. When we choose actions that bring happiness and success to others, the fruit of our karma is happiness and success. The key to using the law of karma, or the law of cause and effect, is becoming aware of the choices we make in each moment. When we are more conscious and present, we can choose actions and thoughts that nurture rather than hurt us. When we have a decision to make, it's useful to ask ourselves, which action is likely to bring happiness and fulfillment to me and everyone affected by my choice? Setting the intention to make choices that will bring awareness and success to others is a powerful choice. Today, we'll begin to shift our karmic presence by inviting the state of equanimity into our lives. This divine state is accessible and within each one of us. We open it through the stillness of meditation. When we live in equanimity, we experience a deep inner balance and a sense of peace, an ability to focus on the beauty of the whole rather than on contrasts such as good versus bad, winner versus loser. In this beautiful state, we release and allow ourselves to absorb the tranquility of mind, deep awareness, and acceptance of the present moment found in the absolute stillness of pure consciousness. By cultivating equanimity each day through our meditation practice, we gently wash away the karmic patterns and consequences from our trail of past choices, creating a new life vibration. As we continue our journey into meditation, practicing with our karmic resonance and cultivating equanimity in our lives, we release the past, awaken to the present, and take action to create the future we desire. We now realize that we are the masters of our own destinies, free to enjoy lives rich with fulfillment, purpose, and passion. As we prepare to meditate together, let's spend a few moments focusing on today's centering thought. I am a powerful creator. I am a powerful creator. Now let's begin. Please find a comfortable position. Place your hands lightly in your lap, palms upward, and close your eyes. Breathe naturally and effortlessly. Notice the inflow and outflow of your breath. Bring your awareness to your body and notice any tension it might be holding on to. Allow your breath to wash away this tension. Begin to release your thoughts and expectations. With each inhalation and exhalation, allow yourself to become more relaxed, more comfortable, more at peace. Now gently introduce the mantra, repeating it mentally and allowing it to flow with effortless ease. Om Kriyam Namah. The Sanskrit mantra, whose English essence translates, "My actions are aligned with cosmic law." Om Kriyam Namah. Whenever you find yourself distracted by thoughts, sensations in your body, or noises in the environment, simply return your attention to mentally repeating the mantra. Om Kriyam Namah. Please continue with your meditation. I'll mind the time, and at the end you'll hear me ring a soft bell to indicate that it's time to release the mantra. Please release the mantra and bring your attention back into your body. Take a moment to rest, inhaling and exhaling slowly and deeply. When you feel ready, gently open your eyes. As you continue with your day, carry this new understanding of your pivotal role in your life with you, reminding yourself of today's centering thought. I am a powerful creator. I am a powerful creator. I am a powerful creator. Namaste.
Okay, so hopefully you all felt some settling down. I know I did, even just for a moment. So again, with the meditation, we're going to it's going to feel differently each time we sit down. But hopefully every time you sit down, you do find when you're done that you have at least achieved a bit more of a sense of calm and relaxation to take with you throughout your day. So I'll stop there, Gloria, and see if again there's any questions. Oh yes, feels so good. I know, right? It feels amazing to me. And what's beautiful is that we have that available to us at any time. We can meditate anywhere. We can safely close our eyes, right? And so we have that at our disposal. So I'm glad you felt some feeling good too.
Thank you so much, Kelly. That did feel very, very good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes, and now for our second half, which is our yoga practice. Let's welcome Sheila. Sheila, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful, thank you.
We're so happy to have you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna start my music and see if we can get going. So, does anybody have any aches and pains today?
I do.
Okay. That's, just make sure that when you do any yoga pose and it hurts you, just back off. I don't want you to make it any worse. Anybody had any kind of accident lately? No, that's a good thing. Awesome. Alrighty, do you have any questions before we get started? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. And if the music is too loud, let me know. Good. All right, so let's start with an easy seated position or easy lotus position. You can put one foot on top of the other or in front of the other, placing our hands on our knees, palms facing the sky. Bring our shoulders back and down, stacking the ears over our shoulders. Inhaling through nose, exhaling through nose. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Slowly inhaling, fanning the arms up, bring the arms overhead. Exhaling to heart center. One more time, inhale. Exhaling. Placing the right hand on the left knee, Sending the left hand behind and gazing to the left shoulder. Easy breathing here. And slowly going back there, switching sides. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind, gazing to the right shoulder. And slowly going back center. Inhaling, fanning the arms up, bring the arms overhead. Exhaling, placing the left hand on the side, reaching with the right arm overhead, keeping both sides of our hips or glutes flat on the mat. Inhaling, going back up. Exhaling, placing right hand on the floor, left arm overhead. Reaching with the left arm, both sides of our glutes are on the mat. And slowly going back. Let's go up on our all fours on our knees. Placing the wrist directly underneath the shoulders and the knees directly underneath the hips. Inhaling, dropping the abs, lifting the head in cow. Exhaling, rounding back, tucking the chin to the chest in cat. Let's do a few more, moving at our own pace. Inhaling, we drop the abs, lifting the head. Exhaling when you round the back in cat, tucking the chin to the chest. One more for each pose. And releasing back to neutral spine, flat in the back. Let's go to spinal balance. Let's start with the leg. Inhale, extending the right leg behind. Exhale and lower. Inhale, extending the left leg behind. Exhale and lower. Let's add the hands, opposite hands. Inhaling, right leg, left arm. Exhale and lower. Inhaling, left arm, right leg. Exhaling, lower. Do a few more. One more for each side. And release it back to all fours. Setting the child's pose in our glutes towards our heels, extending the arms forward. This is our rest pose at any time. Let's do the sun salutation from child's pose. Inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhaling, send the chest forward. Elbows in towards the ribs. Sending the chest down, lifting the shoulders. Do a couple more times. Going back to child's pose. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, extending. Inhaling, elbows in towards the ribs. Exhaling, lifting the chest, abs on the mat. Do that 2 more times. Moving at our own pace. Moving with our breath. One more time. And releasing back to child's pose. Spreading the knees, bring ourselves in frog pose so the knees are farther apart. Placing the abs in between the legs, extending the arms forward. Slowly coming up and walking the hands towards the left knee. Placing the elbows on the mat and the chest towards the mat. Placing the forehead on the mat. Couple more breaths here. So lifting the head, walking the hands to the other direction. Slowly coming back up, walking the hands towards center. And slowly going up to down dog, gripping our toes, lifting the heels. Let's do a full plank first. Let's check our down dog pose with full plank. Our wrists are directly beneath the shoulders. Without moving the hands, we'll lift our hips, and our tailbone as high as we can. Stay here for a moment, relaxing the shoulders, sending the chest towards the thighs. We're still breathing. From here, we drop the right knee, sending the right foot to the side, placing the left foot in line with the right knee, sending the left arm towards sky. Side plank. Still breathing. If we can, we'll lift the left leg up. Those of you who want more, you can extend the right leg down. You want to lift the left leg up. Always stay right here with the right knee down. Couple more breaths. And release it. Let's go to the other side. We're going to face you, so just make sure you do the other side, dropping the left knee on the mat, right leg in line with the left knee, right arm up. Staying with the right foot on the mat, or we'll lift the right leg up. Oops, hitting my couch. Once again, if you want to extend the left leg, most welcome to do so. You can lift the right leg up if we can, or keep the left knee down. Couple more breaths. And slow releasing. Going to hero pose, sitting on our heels. Sitting on our heels, let's do a hip opener. Inhaling, fanning the arms up, coming up to the knees. Exhaling, extending the left leg. Letting the toe face towards the front. Placing the right hand on the mat. Lifting the left leg up. If we can, we bend the left knee, grabbing the left ankle. Or we just bend the knee. This is a hip opener. Couple more breaths here. And release it back to hero pose, sitting on our heels. Going to the other side, inhaling, fanning the arms up. Exhaling, sending the right leg up, pointing the right toes towards the front. Placing the left hand down. Lifting the right leg up. Bending the right knee. If you can, we grab the right knee. And slowly releasing back to hero pose. Oh my God, sorry. Let's go back to down dog, placing the rest of the mat. Lifting up, staying down dog for a moment. Making sure we check our down dog pose with full plank. And from here, we drop the knees on the mat. Let's do an upper shoulder stretch, threading the right hand underneath the left shoulder, the left armpit, placing the right arm and the right shoulder down. Extending the left hand just above the head. Relaxing. We're breathing. Couple more breaths here. Slowly coming back up. Let's switch sides. Left hand underneath the right arm, left shoulder on the mat, left side of the face of the mat. Again, we extend the right arm just above the head. Relaxing. And slowly coming back up. Going back to child's pose. Placing the arms by the side. Dropping the forehead on the mat. From here, we're going to proceed to rabbit, lifting the glutes, placing the top of the head on the mat. We can stay right here. Or if we can, we have the chest expansion, bring us behind, interlacing the fingers, throwing the arms forward. And slowly going back to child's pose. Going back to down dog. From here, we do the pigeon, sending the right leg up, sending the right knee towards the front. We can sit on the right heel if we need to, or we can open up the knee, sending the right knee towards the right side. Let me face you this time. So we can keep the knee here. The back of the top part of our left foot is on the floor or mat. If we can, we move the right knee towards the right side, this way instead of front. So this is pigeon. We can stay right here. If we can go deeper, we send the elbows in the mat. If we want more, we can place the forehead on the mat, or if we have a towel or what do you call this, a block, we can place our forehead on the mat, towel or block. Making sure our weight is on both sides of the hips so we're not favoring the left or the right. And slowly coming up, walking the hands towards the upper body. From here, we bend the left knee. Can you see my left knee? It's bent. You can stay right here. Our weight still on both sides of the hips. If we can, we place the left hand on the left ankle, drawing the left heel towards the glute. If it hurts, we back off. And slowly going back to down dog. Let's switch sides. Sending the left leg up and sending the left knee towards the front. Extending the back leg, the top of our back leg is on the mat. If you can, we send the left knee towards the left side. Our weight's dead center. We're not favoring the left or the right. We're gonna go deeper, we place our elbows in the mat. We place our forehead on the mat. We can also use our hands to support the head. And slowly coming back center, walking the hands towards the upper body. Let's do the king pigeon, bending the right foot, or the right knee, I should say. Placing the right hand on the right ankle if we can. Drawing the right heel towards the glute, or we back off. And slowly releasing. From here, we go down to one side of the hips, bring both legs to the front. Let's do the butterfly, bring our insoles together. Placing the hands on the feet. Inhaling, lifting the chest. On the exhale, we send the chest towards the feet, using our elbows to send our knees lower. Going deeper on the exhale, if we want more. If we want more, we can send the elbows towards the front, placing them on the mat. Or we place the hands on the heels. And slowly going back. Extending the right leg forward. Placing the right hand on the left knee. Sending the left arm behind, reaching up and over the head, reaching towards the right toes. Keeping the right leg straight. And gazing underneath the left arm. So we can be up here as long as our right leg's straight. And slowly coming back center. Switching sides, extending the left leg forward, bending the right knee. Placing the left hand on the right knee. Sending the right arm behind, reaching up and over the head, reaching towards the left toes. Keeping our left leg straight. We don't have to reach the toes as long as the left leg is straight. Gaze underneath the right armpit. We're still breathing. And slowly going back center. Let's grab the towel if we don't have a block. You can just roll it up. I'm gonna use my block. Placing the mat just above the upper half of our upper back. And slowly using our hands, let's guide our head back down. Once our head is back down, we can place the hands by the side with the palms facing the sky. It's a good chest opener. We're still breathing. One more breaths here. If you want to add the butterfly, bring the insoles together or keep the legs extended forward. And slowly replacing the feet on the mat. Slowly pushing ourselves up. Let's place the block or the towel, this time underneath our tailbone, lifting our hips just a little bit. Placing that block underneath the tailbone, setting the leg. Slowly, using our hands, let's guide our upper body back on the mat. And slowly sending our upper body back on the mat. Once the shoulders are on the mat, we bring the arms by the side, palms facing the sky, relaxing the hips, relaxing the abs. If we need to, we can always keep the feet on the mat, or we can also add the butterfly with our insoles together. One more breath here. Replacing the feet on the mat, removing the block from underneath, placing it by the side. We're done with the block. Let's grab the strap or the towel and just wrap it on the right foot. Extending the left leg down, relaxing it, using the hands. Let's extend the right leg. Let's use our hands and send our knee towards our chest. Being mindful, if it hurts, we back off. Keeping the right hand on the strap or towel, place the left hand on the mat or on the floor, shoulder height. And let's slowly send the right leg towards the right side. Keeping our hips, both sides, close to the floor. If the left hip starts to lift, let's bring the left leg or the right leg towards center. If you want more, we send the knee towards the right shoulder. Couple of breaths here. Slowly bring the right leg back center, switching hands this time, placing the left hand on the strap or towel, placing the right arm on the mat, right palm facing the floor, sending the right leg across the body, keeping both sides of our shoulders flat on the mat. If our right shoulder starts to lift, we bring the right leg towards center. Couple more breaths. And slowly bring the right leg back. So let's switch legs, placing the strap or towel around the left foot, extending the left leg down, relaxing the right leg down. Using our hands, let's send our knee towards the chest. Feel a stretch on the back of that leg. And from here, we keep the left hand on the strap, right hand on the mat. Let's send the left leg towards the left side, keeping both sides of our hips flat on the floor. The right hip starts to lift. Let's bring the left leg towards center. Using the left hand, we can pull the left knee or the left leg towards the left shoulder. And slowly going back center, switching hands, placing the right hand on the strap, placing the left hand on the floor, palm facing down, sending the left leg across the body. keeping both sides of our shoulders on the mat. And slowly going back. We're done with the strap or the towel. Let's do the butterfly in the spine pose, placing our two soles together, wrapping the hands around the feet, sending the knees away from the body towards where your tailbone is facing. The arms are fully extended. The tailbone is touching the mat. We're not holding our breaths. And slowly releasing. Let's do the figure 4, crossing the right ankle over the left knee, setting the right hand between the legs, left hand behind the left hamstring, setting the left knee towards the chest. If we can, we'll lift the shoulders, sending the forward towards the left knee. And slowly go, releasing. Switching sides, crossing the left knee over the left ankle over the right knee, left hand between the legs, both hands behind the right hamstring. Sending the right knee towards the chest. If you can, we send the forward towards the right knee. And slowly releasing. From here, we go on our abs, placing the elbows underneath or on the mat, lifting the chest. Feel the stretch on our abs. If we can, we fully extend the arms, slowly lifting the hips of the mat, or keep both elbows on the floor. And slowly go back down. This time, let's do the bow, bending the knees, placing the hands on the ankles. The chest is lifted. We can stay right here with the legs on the floor, or if we can, we'll lift the legs off the mat. We're in full bow. We're still breathing. We're moving with our breath, actually. Couple more breaths. And slowly releasing. Going to one side, placing the right elbow underneath the right shoulder. The hips are stacked. The legs are stacked on top of each other. We can keep the right elbow down, pushing keeping the shoulder away from the head. We can stay right here with the elbows bent, or if we can, we fully extend the arm. The hips are still stacked. Shoulders are away from the ears. Still breathing. And slowly releasing, switching sides. This time the left side is on the mat. Our hips are stacked, the left elbow underneath the left shoulder. The legs are stacked, the shoulders away from the ear. You can stay right here. Or you fully extend the left hand. The hips are still stacked. And slowly releasing back to seated position, crossing the legs. We're gonna do the fire breath, placing the hands on the knees, palms facing the sky. The fire breath is basically pushing your exhale out. So you inhale to the nose, and you distend the abs, so filling your abs with air. So inhale the nose, and push your breath through your mouth, but sending your abs towards your back. So inhale the nose, exhale the mouth. 2 more times. Inhale to the nose. The abs are basically filled with air. Exhale the mouth. Sending the navel towards the spine. One more time. Inhale. And releasing. Closing your eyes. Sending the right head, sending the head to the right side. Dropping the left shoulder down. Dropping the right shoulder down. Slowly sending the head slightly towards the front. Feeling the stretch on the other side, on the other shoulder. Bringing the head above the shoulder. Sending it towards the back slightly. And slowly rolling the head towards the back, bring it to the other shoulder, above the left shoulder this time. Sending the right shoulder down, sending the left shoulder down. Sending it slightly towards the front. Sending it above the left shoulder. Slightly towards the back. And draw a circle with the head to one direction. And a circle to the other direction. Bring the head right above our shoulders. Send our shoulders back and down. Easy breathing. Focusing on the third eye. Closing your eyes. They're not closed yet. Feeling your chest rise with the inhale. Feel it fall with the exhale. Your shoulders relaxed. This time we open our eyes. Inhaling, fanning the arms up, bring the arms overhead. Exhaling to heart center. One more time, inhaling. Exhaling. Spirit in me honors the spirit in you. Namaste. How's everybody?